All right, let's go ahead with lesson 7. Convert 8.6 mgd to cubic feet per second. Let's start by converting 8.6 mgd to million gallons per day, or gallons per day. So we will do 8.6 multiplied by 1 million, and that's going to give us 8,600,000 gallons per day. Now that we have that, we can put cubic feet per second equals 8,600,000 gallons per day. I have cubic feet here, I don't have it here. I have seconds here, I don't have it there. What I do know is there are, and this is my clue, there are 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. And you see how cubic foot is below the dividing line. Gallons is above the dividing line. Now, I don't want to eliminate cubic feet, but I do want to eliminate the gallons. That's here. So I'm going to have to divide. 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. Now that I have that, I can cross cancel gallons and gallons. I'm left with day and cubic foot. Well, I have cubic foot, I want to keep that. But I need to convert day into seconds. Well, I know there are 24 hours in a day. This day is below the dividing line, this one is below the dividing line. I can't multiply up here, so I'm going to have to multiply down here. 24 hours to a day. Well, let's see if we can cross cancel this and this. That leaves me with hours. I've already got cubic feet, don't have to worry about that, but I need to get hours into seconds. Well, there are 60 minutes to an hour. Hours above the dividing line here, below the dividing line here, it's going to go right here. 60 minutes per hour. Now I can cross cancel hour and hour. I'm left with minutes, but I still need to get to seconds. Well, there are 60 seconds in a minute. 60 seconds in a minute. The minute is above the dividing line, below the dividing line. I can cross cancel. And now I have seconds. All right, so let's multiply this across. We have 7.48 multiplied by 24, multiplied by 60, multiplied by 60, and that's going to give me 8,600,000 divided by 646,272. So let's take that 8,600,000, divide that by 646 272, and that's going to give me 133.8 cubic feet per second. The correct answer is it's not one of the choices. I did something wrong. I'm going to leave this here because I want you to see. Let's do 7.48 times 24 times 60 times 60, 646, 272. I missed a zero. 8,600,000 divided by 646,272, and that gives me, look at that, 13.31 cubic feet per second. This is wrong. 13.3 cubic feet per second. The answer is B. I'm leaving this mistake here. You'll see it on the video. If you purchase my downloads, you're going to get this answer key, and you're going to see that I made that mistake. I got lucky because 133.8 cubic feet per second was not one of the choices. And I caught it right away when I looked at the choices and saw that it wasn't there. I must have missed a zero. I just want you all to see that, because as I've explained in previous videos, I've never in my life been comfortable with math. It's always been a struggle for me. It's since I've been working in the water wastewater industry, since a good friend of mine, Fred, sat down with me and spent his time showing me, tutoring me on how to do the math and how to take it step by step by step, that I was able to get more comfortable with it, to understand it, have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. And that's why I'm making these videos. I want you to find some comfort with these math problems so that you can work them out systematically, logically, and get the best answer. Question number 2. We want to convert 1,700 gallons per minute into cubic feet per second. Well, let's start with cubic feet per second equals 1,700 gallons per minute. We know that's not a true statement. Well, I need to convert seconds to minutes. I need to keep cubic feet, but get rid of the gallons. So I know that there are 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. The gallon here is over the dividing line, which means I'm dividing 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. I can cross cancel out this gallon and this gallon because I don't need gallons, but I do need cubic feet. I've got cubic feet right there. Now I need to convert minutes to seconds. Well, let us, so there are 60 seconds in a minute. Minute is below the dividing line here, below the dividing line there, so that means I'm multiplying down here, 60 seconds per minute. That's going to allow me to cross cancel out this minute, cross cancel out this minute. I need seconds. I have seconds. I'm in good shape. I've got my formula here. So let's multiply 7.48 times 60, and that's going to give me whoops, 1700 divided by 448.8 divided by equals 3.79. We're going to round up a little bit. It's cubic feet per second. 3.79. Look at that. I can round up to 3.8 cubic feet per second. The correct answer is A. Question number 3. We want to convert 2,786 gallons per minute into cubic feet per second. So let's start with cubic feet per second equals 2,786 gallons per minute. We know that's not true. That's not a true statement. So we need to convert minutes to seconds and somehow get gallons to cubic feet. How can we do that? Well, we know there are 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. The gallon here is over the dividing line. It's over the dividing line here. That means we need to divide. We're going to divide 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. And that gives us something interesting here. I can cross cancel out gallon here and gallon here. That leaves me with minutes, which I need to convert to seconds. I need cubic feet, and I've already got cubic feet. All right. So what do I need to do to get minutes to seconds? Well, I know there are 60 seconds in a minute. 60 seconds in a minute. And you see how minute is below the dividing line here, but below the dividing line here. So I can't multiply them together. I'm going to have to divide it. So I will put 60 seconds per minute right there. See if it cross cancels out. Well, it sure does. There's a minute there and a minute there. And I'm left with seconds, cubic feet. All right, now it just comes down to solving. 7.48 multiplied by 60, and that equals 448.8. Up here we'll put 2786. 2786 divided by 448.8, and that's going to give me, let's try that again, 2786 divided by 448.8 equals 6.2 cubic feet per second. The correct answer is D. You saw what I did there. You saw that when I entered 448, I missed the decimal and put an 8 in there, and I got a completely wrong answer. I'm going to leave that there for the video. Question number 4. We want to convert 15 CFS, cubic feet per second, to gallons per minute. Gallons per minute. Let's start our equation. Gallons per minute equals 15 cubic feet per second. Well, we know that's not a true statement, is it? So we need to convert seconds to minutes and cubic feet to gallons. We know there are 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. Cubic foot is above the dividing line here, below the dividing line here. That means I can multiply them together to cross cancel. So I'm going to do this. 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. That allows me to cross cancel cubic feet here, cubic feet here. I've got gallons right here, but now I still need to convert seconds to minutes. How am I going to do that? Well, I know there are 60 seconds in a minute. Seconds is above the dividing line here and below the dividing line there. That means I'm going to multiply here. 60 seconds per minute. Let's make sure that cross cancels. Below the dividing line, above the dividing line, I'm left with minutes and gallons. I need gallon per minute. I'm on the right track, I think. Let's multiply across. 15 multiplied by 7.48 by 60, and that's going to give me 6,732 gallons per minute. The correct answer is A. Question number 5. The last question for this video. We're going to convert 23 cubic feet per second into gallons per day. Well, let's write gallons per day is equal to 23 cubic feet per second. We know that's not a true statement. We need to convert cubic feet into gallons and seconds into days. Well, we know there are 7.48 gallons in a cubic foot. And you see how cubic foot is below the dividing line here, but above the dividing line here. So we can multiply. Let's cross cancel. We can take out cubic feet and cubic feet because we don't need it here. We do need gallons, so I'm going to leave the gallons alone. I'm not going to cross cancel out gallons. Still need to convert seconds into day. Well, there's 60 seconds in a minute. Seconds is above the dividing line here, below the dividing line here. That means I can multiply. Did I not get my parenthesis there? So we're 60 seconds per minute. Let's cross cancel. We got seconds below the dividing line, above the dividing line. We're left with minutes. That means we're going to have to break out orange. We need to get minutes into day. Well, there are 60 minutes in an hour. Minutes above the dividing line, below the dividing line, we'll go 60 minutes to an hour. Let's cross cancel. Minutes here, we're left with hours. We need to get hours today. How are we going to do that? There are 24 hours to a day. 24 hours to a day. I know we're multiplying because there's an hour below the dividing line and an hour above the dividing line. They cross cancel, and I'm left with day. Gallon per day. Gallon per day. Now let's solve. 23 times 7.48 times 60 times 60 times 24. That equals 864,256 gallons per day. Look at that. 14,860 gallons per day is the most correct answer. Please like my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment. You're going to see a link below the video. It goes to my website. The website includes 2 links to download for free the ABC math formula sheets. You want the 2017 version of the US and Canada. There's one for water, there's one for wastewater. And in that link to my website, you're going to find a download. It's a reasonable price. It has all the questions in the entire series, has all the answer keys in the entire series available in PDF. You can print them as much as you want and study. You can follow along with me in the video. You can do them on your own to test yourself and to prepare for your certification exam.